McLean. No, I would just echo what Tim said. Apologies, not there. I'm the chairman of the Education Commission of the state, and the sort of winter meeting and board meeting down in Austin, Texas. So it's an area where we're also going to be highlighting things like the dual enrollment efforts we've made in Montana, which in some respects, I mean, that's kind of clearly appropriate because Lieutenant Governor was one of the folks that really worked hard on our dual enrollment efforts, as well as Main Street programs in Indian Country, our STEM efforts, which I think really are perfect springboards to this new opportunity for her, and pleased that, certainly supportive of what she's doing, pleased that she'll continue to serve Montana in this way. She certainly contributed to the success of our team since she joined. Confident she's going to be making a positive impact on Montana for years to come, for sure. So I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thanks, Governor. If we could, I'll just start off. Alyssa, do you want to start off, and then we'll just kind of rotate through everyone?
Sure. This is Mike Dennison, Governor. One thing I was wondering about was you appointed the Lieutenant Governor in 2014. Wasn't there an understanding that she would be in this for the long haul, including the 2016 re-election? Did you encourage her to stay when you found out about the fact that she's leaving?
Well, I think, that Angela leaving, John's leaving to really further careers in areas they have personal interest in. I mean, serving these positions, opening up those opportunities, and certainly understand why she would want to do it. And we had a good conversation this morning, and it's one of these where she has such an incredible skill set in this area that I think that she can make a positive contribution. So certainly understand her wanting to do this.
So she had not told you that she was applying for this job until today?
No, we had not talked about this job. I mean, of course, Lieutenant Governor and I spoke about her future often. I think this was something that she thought out, though, and ultimately couldn't pass up.
Governor, this is Matt with the AP. She didn't tell you about the job, but when did you first learn that she applied to the job?
I've had discussions with her. I mean, I'm not even sure when the job was open and things like that.
October.
But yes, today was the first discussion that I've had with her about this job, and really heard all the details of what the job is.
So were you surprised that she had applied to the job when she told you this morning?
I think it's knowing what it is. And we've had conversations about sort of what she's done in the office, interest out. Knowing what it is, I think that it's certainly a good, she'll do a great job at it, but certainly can't, see why it's something that she would be interested in.
Okay. Was this entirely her idea, or were you at a mutual agreement at some point that a change was needed?
No, I think she thought it out on her own, by all means. So, from that perspective, that we're still going on. We haven't filed or anything for second term, but see why she'd want to do this as well.
I had heard that.
Was the election campaign any kind of consideration of this? That you personally wanted a change in a running mate before the campaign season got heated up?
No, this wasn't a reset for re-election or anything like that. I mean, she's certainly demonstrated her talents, abilities over the course of the career, and I think that her departure as a result of her decision to move in a different direction with that career. Certainly support her in that.
Governor Mike Dennison, I had heard that you and your team were considering a new running mate to replace her. Is that true?
I mean, I have heard all kinds of things throughout this, Mike. I mean, I think it's more than fair to say that, Angela was very active, as we've lieutenant governor, and didn't have any conversations with her saying that she wouldn't be on the ticket next time. But at the end of the day, I mean, the work that she's done here, this is the perfect springboard for what should be great opportunities to continue to serve the state.
But I was wondering if you or your staff had talked about replacing her on the ticket.
There is no ticket to date. Certainly, I did not tell her that she wouldn't be on the ticket. And filing sometimes I guess, I don't know, sometime first quarter next year. Melissa, are you going to jump in? Do you need anything?
I'm good, Mike.
Okay. And then
can we just follow up one more on Mike's question, because the question was, did you have conversations with staff about replacing, not on whether you had discussions with her, and I just want to make sure that we understand the question and the answer.
The question was, if I had conversations with staff about replacing the lieutenant governor?
Yes.
This was a decision that she made. I more or less learned about today. I have had conversations with her about her future. I've had conversations with her about my future. Nothing was certainly set for 2016, but certainly hadn't said that she wouldn't be on the ticket.
What are you looking for in a...
I think this is a great fit for her, and I don't know that Ochi could have done better.
Matt, what are you... Yes, thank you, Bob. But just your conversations with her about her future and your future, when did those conversations begin?
I mean, in some respects, we've had conversations all along from when, I don't know, the 18 months are from the beginning, from that perspective. But I think that this is, this fits.
So what are you looking for in a running mate?
I certainly haven't undertaken any process so far. I'm going to focus my efforts on somebody that has the ability to move our state forward in the coming years, and we'll continue to help build on our economy, or strengthen our education system, help create opportunities.
So how's the process going to work in terms of finding a successor to Ms. McLean?
Well, I had asked her to stay on until that is more or less complete. It's as far as for the rest of this term, it's my obligation, responsibility to select a new governor, lieutenant governor, a situation like this, and consider those Montanans who I believe possess the character, skill set, and ability to fulfill the office. There is no set procedure or required process to follow.
Okay. I also had another question about your relationship with the lieutenant governor. I mean, I've had people tell me that some of her initiatives have been taken away from her, that she'd been given a substantially diminished role in the office. I'm wondering if that's true.
I think we moved some of the projects to staff members who've been working closely with Angela for some time, while she had developed them to a point where they're moving forward on her own. I mean, this also allowed her, as she was working, having the opportunity to do other travel as well. But really build on those, and there's some of them, like all the work she did in Indian Country Main Street, which we haven't had much occurring as of late.
What would you say her most significant contribution was specifically?
I think very, very capable, and that's what I think from that perspective that this job really fits into a lot of the work that she's been doing here. I mean, she's done a great job with both on the education side and on Main Street. You know, she took, as we did our Main Street efforts in Indian Country, she was one of the principals on that. Worked kind of bridging both our office, OPI, and higher ed as we put together some of the thoughts for how we could increase dual enrollment. She's been working on STEM and any number of other areas too.
Governor, also,
How we doing? Is there any?
just,
Go ahead, Mike.
I guess I had one other question. That was about just kind of the campaign and the. How many fundraisers has the Lieutenant Governor attended with you in the past 6 months? I mean, I've seen some invitations where she's not on there, some where she is. How often would you say she's been at a fundraiser in the past 6 months?
Oh, in the past 6 months, I don't know, some, by no means, majority though. I mean,
Yeah. Is that unusual?
you asked me how many fundraisers I've had, and I don't think it's unusual in as much as that even when, you know, when I was running 12, that Walsh wasn't with me for both the fundraisers, and it's just
Yeah, that's true.
different schedules, and it doesn't always make sense to travel across the state for the back.
And Governor, if I could just jump in, I think fair to say that a lot of these have been out of the Helena area, and you have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those. I was trying to think of the last one in Helena, the last couple in Helena that Lieutenant Governor was certainly at.
Okay, thank you.
How we doing? Is there any other follow-ups, or do you guys got what you need?
I'm good.
All right. I'm so good. All right. Well, again, thank you guys and gals for joining us. If you have follow-up that